Hello, friends. Oh boy. My name is Penny and I go by the brand Weird Girl Vintage, and today I was going to show you my Goodwill outlet haul. So if you're just joining me, I have been a reseller on eBay and Poshmark for about 9 months. Basically, I sell vintage and pre-owned clothing. And let's see, I went to the outlet yesterday and I spent about $27.77, and that was about 16 pounds. So definitely less than I usually get. Honestly, I found a lot of good stuff, but we just, didn't want to stay for too long yesterday. But I was really happy with everything I found. I got about 25 items. So it's still pretty good. So I'm going to show you the highlights of yesterday. Probably not everything, but like I said, there wasn't as much as usual. So yeah, let's start off with this little number. So this one is a vintage cachet dress. And I was kind of on the fence about it, but it's 100% silk and it's a pretty well-known brand, so I grabbed it. But basically, let me move back. Basically, it's this blue and brown pattern dress with these bell sleeves. It's very like vintage 70s style. And I just thought it was really nice and flowy. I know the style isn't super trendy right now, but I figured someone out there would want like a 70s look. So that one I'm going to be listing for $34.99. So this is another, just fun branded one. So it is a Corona Refresca shirt, basically brand new condition. The brand is just Fruit of the Loom, and that is a size large. So that's just a random fun one. I tend to grab them when I feel like they have a brand on them that's recognizable. So that one I'm going to auction starting at $4.99. Next one is a vintage sportswear. So it's Team Apparel, or Team Edition Apparel, size XL. And that is a Notre Dame Fighting Irish shirt, very fun stitched graphic. And it's in really good condition, so that one I'm going to be listing for $19.99. Next up, some classic trendy brands. We got J. Crew. This is a striped green and white shirt. That is a men's large. It's a slim fit. So that one I'm going to be listing on Poshmark. I have been trying to do a little more men's on Poshmark, and that I'm going to list for $24. Next one up, so I don't normally grab this brand, but it's a really cool silk shirt, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and it is Liz Claiborne, size large, and it's this really fun, I'll show you the back, kind of like a postcard print, and it is 100% silk. It's got a button front and short sleeves, so super cute, great condition. If it doesn't sell, I'm definitely just gonna keep it for myself because I think it's super cute. Next up, I actually have two vintage 80s shirts for the Chicago Bears, so definitely were donated by the same person. So first one is a vintage champion, size medium, and it is Chicago Bears Champions 1985. Unfortunately, this one does have a hole in it that actually goes all the way through the shirt, like front and back, which is a little bit heartbreaking if you can see it there. It's like, what happened? But other than that, honestly, everything's in really good condition, even the graphic. So I am still going to list it, obviously not as much as the other one because the other one doesn't have anything wrong with it. But this one I'm going to list for $19.99. And then the second one is very similar. Different brand. It's a vintage America Project one, also made in USA. That one is a size large. And here is the graphic. Really cool Super Bowl XX 1985 NFC champions. It's super cool, really good condition. Honestly, like, it looks kind of like nobody's ever worn it, which would be amazing because it's from 1985. So that one I'm going to list for $29.99 because it is in perfect condition versus the other one I'm going to list for $19.99. So next up, I realized was probably not a good grab, but it is what it is. So I normally don't grab LuLaRoe anymore. The reason I did was because it was a Disney one, but it's, these don't sell for much anymore for obvious reasons. But this is the size tall and curvy, which I didn't realize they had a tall and curvy size. That's pretty cool. But the print is Minnie Mouse, kind of like a psychedelic Minnie Mouse. But yeah, just their basic LuLaRoe leggings. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of LuLaRoe at the outlets. Generally not a good thing to grab. The only things that I have seen sell consistently are the Disney patterns, but even those it looks like are not doing the greatest. So I'm gonna list them for $10 and see what happens. So next one, the brand is Alife, which I had not heard of or seen before, but it was really cool, so I grabbed it. Oh no! Oh, there's a hole in it. Oh man. Well, that's heartbreaking. Sad face. Next one, always good to find, was an Eileen Fisher dress. It's a size large and it's actually pretty heavyweight. So I can't show you the whole thing because it is pretty long, but it's got these long sleeves. And then if you look closer, it's kind of like paneled. So I guess it would be like a shift dress. Eileen Fisher definitely does well. That one I'm going to be listing on Poshmark for $40. So that's a pretty good one. Next one is a brand that I always like to grab when I see it, and that is Diesel. There's what the tag looks like, really cool. So Diesel denim denim skirt, and that one's a size 7, so it's juniors. And it's really cool. It's got these pockets in the front and pockets in the back. I always love pockets for women's clothes. So heartbreaking that it usually doesn't have that. So for that one, I'm going to be listing that for $25 on Poshmark. So next one up, we have the North Face. Always like to grab North Face. It's just a basic gray t-shirt, but you know, anything North Face tends to do pretty well. I'm going to auction it off at $4.99. So I'm doing a fair amount of auctions this week. It's not because I feel like I grabbed things that are not worth more, but I just feel like right now I would rather auction them off and sell them this week as opposed to hold on to them for a while. So next one, this is a brand I can't believe I haven't been grabbing the whole time, but I just realized recently that I should be, so now I know. So it's Athleta, and it's this really nice, like light gray, kind of heather gray athletic jacket, but it's really long, so I almost feel like it's like a hoodie like dress almost, especially because it's a size small. So it's really cool, really nice condition, and that one I'm going to be listing for $35 on Poshmark. My hair's so poofy. Whew. Next one is True Religion, great brand for jeans, not so great brand for shirts, but it's a cool shirt. I thought it was in great condition, so I grabbed it. And that one is a size large, and I'm going to be listing that one for an auction at $4.99. So a lot of $4.99 auctions today. We don't want to be holding on to inventory forever, and we get so much inventory that it's like, why hold on to something that's, you know, maybe going to sell for $10 down the road, but you could sell it for $5 now. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Next one is another vintage sportswear. So it's a vintage Salem sportswear. And it's a size medium, super cool, probably the coolest shirt I found today. It's an Orlando Magic one. It says Breaking the Spell, and it's got like this graphic of a wizard playing basketball. I think it's so cool. There's the back, so pretty sure this one is 90s, and I'm going to be listing it for $39.99 because it is so cool, and I honestly haven't seen any with this graphic, which is a super cool graphic. Next one is one that I always tend to grab just because people are always looking for them. So it's an In-N-Out Las Vegas shirt. There's the back, and that is a size medium. So I believe people collect these, you know, who's not a fan of In-N-Out Burger? Personally, I'm more on Team Shake Shack, but it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy In-N-Out. I am from California, so that's kind of sacrilege. So I'm going to list that one for $14.99. Next one is a fun American Apparel shirt. It says, I visited Apple, which I believe you would get this like from going to the Apple headquarters. I doubt this is from just a store, but whatever it is, if someone wants it, they will definitely find it. So I'm going to list this one for $14.99. Next one is another vintage piece. This is the tag. It is a Michael Simon New York one. It's a size medium. And it's this really nice knit cardigan with like cool knit buttons and flowers and hearts, and there's the back, sort of a simpler design. But yeah, super cute. This is a pretty good brand. I'm going to list it for $49.99, so definitely a more high-end vintage one. Next up is a brand I hadn't heard of, but the jeans felt really cool and looked really cool, so I looked it up. And they are called Smoke Rise Jeans. and they are a size 2XL. And basically they're kind of like these bleached, they are actually supposed to look like this, bleached and distressed jeans. You can see the distressing and stuff, but they're like joggers, so they have like an elastic waist, and the bottom is elastic like that, so pretty cool. So this one is a vintage, or no, this one is a Nike Rewind one. So it says Team Sports, it's a size XXL. So there's the front, and it's for the Denver Nuggets. That is the sleeve, and that is the Nuggets. But yeah, super cool. Can't really do it justice just by holding it up here, so I'm definitely gonna get some good pictures of it. But it's this really cool kind of heavyweight shirt snap front jersey thing. And that one I'm going to be listing for $69.99 based on the advice of Connor. So we shall see how that does. And finally, last but not least, we have a very nice Oscar de la Renta sweater, and it is a cardigan with sort of a mini turtleneck up at the top there. But yeah, great condition. There's a few marks I want to try to get out, but you know, no holes or serious issues, and that one is a size medium. And what I thought was cool is if you look underneath the size tag, it actually says fall 12, so it's like a fall style from 2012. So it's a little bit old, but doesn't mean that it's not in style. So that is everything that I got yesterday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you found this helpful and informative. Thank you so much to everyone that likes and comments and subscribes. It really does mean a lot to me. So at this point, I'm going to put up how much I'm going to be listing all of that for, the total amount I'm going to list it for. Keep in mind that's not how much I'm going to end up making with fees, shipping, offers, sales, all that good stuff. But that is sort of the base. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.